of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Indianapolis Colts taking on Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like two losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Rams taking the field, ready for their first offensive series, and led out by their new starter for 2021 in his now 13th season in the National Football League, Matthew Stafford.
And what big news it was back in January when news leaked out that Matthew Stafford was leaving Detroit and heading out west to join the Los Angeles Rams.
The fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Right side caught by Jackson. And right away he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Second and short now following the fumble. Now Stafford. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Grover Stewart never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
And so now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Stafford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now it's Stafford. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
There to stop it was Darius Leonard. Second down at 7. Now Stafford. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Throwing is Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. Play later, boom, end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Colts offense ready to go here for the first time. And the former Philadelphia Eagle turned Indianapolis Colt Carson Wentz set to take over here at the controls in his first year in Indianapolis.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was hard to pop all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 23 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Steps away. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion. Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. On the handoff, it's Mack. Big Sebastian Joseph Day there on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll toss this right side to Mack. Mack's got the first down and then some. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Carson Wentz had Zach Ertz and later Dallas Goedert during his time in Philadelphia as excellent tight ends. But I think he'll grow to like Jack Doyle as well with the Colts. That connection there gives him a 1st down.
Mack is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And a good grab there by Cooper Kupp. Picks up a 1st down for the Rams. And Kupp's gone over the 90 reception mark each of the last 2 years. One of the best route runners, one of the most precise route runners in the NFL. He's really going to help his new quarterback, Matthew Stafford.
Akers has got the 1st down and then some. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Out of the gun, Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson is now with his 4th franchise in his 14th NFL season, but this one, a homecoming a little bit. He grew up in Long Beach. The plan for the Rams seems like a natural. Picks up a 1st down with that catch there.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And that's a first down for the Rams after the catch there by Robert Woods. And he's coming up with back-to-back 90-catch seasons. I've always admired his game. Throw it to him, hand it to him. He blocks downfield. A complete receiver that doesn't get the credit he deserves.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 27, Stafford, a quick pass to Kupp. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using...
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Grover Stewart able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. And Gay knocks this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just want to run past it.
2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Wentz now to throw. Escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Now Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. With it is Jackson. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw is Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the 50, Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 39. Here's Stafford. And he rifles one incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll try the air now with Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Stafford. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Akers. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Here's Stafford. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to a sack back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap for Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
And now, before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. Fights through and now a crease into the secondary past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. To throw, it's Wentz. Flushed out right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw into the hands of Pittman here. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this score will stay right where it is. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins, we talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
As they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Stafford on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. 7 yards, the pickup there. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll go down at the 28. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that pass finds Kupp along the sideline. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to throw. Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? On 2nd and 9, Wentz over the middle, and it's incomplete. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jackson to return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the L.A. offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter. And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Right. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100. He's been working well towards 100 here. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense. And behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. From the gun on third down. Stafford, man open, it's Cup. He's got it. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz now on 1st down. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Wentz to throw. And Pascal's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Again, it's Wentz. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. This to the outside for Mack. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. In the game you're watching, it's Matthew Stafford who's had it working in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. It's time for our player spotlight right now as we get a look at Carson Wentz. And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just get him some time to breathe back there. He's been pressured throughout this game.
And I'll bet in his mind he's thinking the focus shouldn't be on how many times I've gone down. It's where is it happening? Where are the breakdowns up front? They'll never say it publicly because good leaders don't do that. But they've got to figure out what's happening in the offensive line to keep people away from him so he actually has a chance to throw the football, because so far that has not been the case.
5 full sacks against him.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Mack. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Wentz going to throw. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Wentz. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 35 on 2nd down. Wentz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now after the sack, Wentz and the Colts, they're left looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll give this to Akers running right. Akers has got the 1st down and then some as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 83 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. On second down now, Akers. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. On the draw, this is Henderson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. This is Hines. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. Fighting Hilton on his slant. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was simply snap, rock, and fire. I mean, they didn't take long at all. Slant route, and I loved where he put it. He put on the body of the receiver low so that only he can catch it.
Yeah, I don't think there was any magical formula there. Defensively, that's just tough to defend.
Very much so, and that way it allows the receiver to keep his body in front of the defender and not allow him to go through him to knock the ball away.
On first down, Wentz. He finds his man, complete. That's Doyle. And he's brought down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On first down, Mack. And some strong running. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. On the delay, here's Hines. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
So here are the Rams to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
88 yards on the ground for him so far. Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Wentz. Rolling to his right. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz.
And Wentz going to slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Doyle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Mack. And some nice running going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams' 40-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He finds his man, complete. That's Doyle. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On the handoff, it's Mack. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 70 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Mack. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Mack. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. That time a 9-play drive, and the end result was a Marlon Mack touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. LA set to take over again on offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Play action. Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Stafford. We got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st down, Stafford here. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To throw is Stafford. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 29-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Throwing again is Stafford. This one to the left to Higbee. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. He's got this to the tight end, Hopkins. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. That throw good for only a couple and brings up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Wentz now on 1st down. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. A good throw here, finding Pascal. 7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Wentz now to throw. This goes out right to Doyle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Rams getting set to go now. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Stafford on 1st down. Big hold of the... And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mack. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz taken in by Pascal out left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Wentz. This one is down he goes. Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This from 44 yards away. Blankenship's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go again here with Akers. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a toss running left, Akers. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. They'll go again here with Mack. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Wentz. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Quiddy Pay in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On the handoff, it's Akers. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Indy set to go on offense once more. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back to throw. Wentz. Campbell making the catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Able to find Mack. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Out to his left. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the fourth now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker. Just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On the give, this is Akers. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll look to run with Akers. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now Wentz and the Colts offense down 27-20, a little over 20 seconds to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. He's got Doyle fighting him off. And he's got a first down here as he stops the clock, but just 16 ticks remaining. Wentz to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
He's going to let it fly. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final try now for Wentz. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Los Angeles, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.